It's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Trevion Williams to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021. National champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A carry here for Brown. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete. Jermaine Burton. 14 on the pickup. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
A first down throw for Burrow. Over the middle, that's Burton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a run. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Geno Stone with the tackle. Third and a yard. On play action, Winston. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Bengals offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jones motioning here. On 1st down, Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. Now he's free to midfield. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Here's Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Play action now. It's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, You're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Winston. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Second down throw for Jameis. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We are through one. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That's to the right side for Burton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They bring Chase in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one taken in by Burton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Moss. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Bengals.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Back to throw. On throw here, right side. Falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
In motion, it's Robinson. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return is Chase Brown. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. It covers 51 yards.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And it'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
In trouble, and down he goes. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Down the field, he's got Burton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So Maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2nd down, Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now, Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. The Bengals got a strong performance in that 1st half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Giants.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he gets run out of bounds, a short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The speed on display. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are back within 6. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That pass play good for 22. It's a Cincinnati first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On first down, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing is Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal. Back to throw, Burrow. This one's caught at the 4. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
First and 10. Back to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Open man is the tight end Sample. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. He'll try to run it here with Moss. He is going to have a Bengals 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
It's a run out of the gun with Moss. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. To throw is Burrow. That is caught by the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And this will be a Giants 1st down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now they'll set up to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the air one more time. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Well, you're not going to blame the pass protection for that one. They gave him plenty of time to find someone downfield, and with that much time, somebody on offense just needs to win.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Moss to begin the drive. And that one's going to get shut down quickly. Tackle made at the 11-yard line. Second down and 8. Motion man is the tight end going right. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On the ground, this is Moss. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back, and you're wondering, what's he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't. And now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. McKenzie to return.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end, the motion man to the right. A run over center with Moss. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Another try with Moss. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They go once more with Moss. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA